Welcome you all for the day. I am Prakash from Bigfix Academy. I am here to give an introduction and the complete knowledge about the mobile phone repairing course. You may have a question why I am here and why you are in front of me to listen and learn about the mobile repairing. Nowadays, everybody is using mobile phones, feature phone, a smartphone, or iPhones. All these kinds of phones are there in everybody's hand. You see, 60 to 70% of people can do the service, do a rework and make use of the serviced phones out of 100%. Only 30% can go for the new purchase of phones. So now you are going to concentrate on the 70% people. If they are going for doing in service, if you are a service engineer, you may have some customers. So they come towards you for servicing. For that, I'll give you the complete knowledge of mobile repairing and servicing. To learn about mobile repairing and servicing, you should have a basic knowledge, and that's why I am here to elaborate about the tutorial of mobile repairing course. We'll see basic electronics and components, the assembly technology, the tools and equipments, multimeter usage, which is very important, soldering and desoldering practice, the assembly rework station and reworking practice, hardware and software issues, and safety precautions. And these are the contents we are going to see further. Come, let's go. I'll take you to the mobile phone servicing tutorial. Right. So from the electronics, you can learn what is an atom and what is protons and electrons. So the atom is nothing but a tiny particle. Without that, no things, nothing will be present in the today world. Right. And from that atom, we'll see electron. What is electron? It's a part of an atom because atom consists of electrons, protons and neutrons. We'll study the electronics from the flow of electron, and this flow of electron, this is having a negatively charged ions. Negatively charged ions. So when it passes towards the positive charged ions called protons, we'll say that is called flow of current. So wherever we'll find the flow of electrons, we'll say, we used to say it's a current present there. Right. So protons, positive ions. Right. So for this, we'll have a small example. Take a cell or a battery. If you connect a LED on both the ends, the LED will glow. So if you connect a 1.5 volt battery along with the LED glows. So that shows the flow of electron from one place to the another. Right. So now we are going to see what is the study of electronics. So now we'll see already the flow of electron, and the control and flow of electrons is the study of electronics. So what is the component or what plays the main role to flow and control of electrons? There is some basic components electronic circuit. So if you are going to be a mobile repair engineer, suddenly we can't do the service. If a customer give a phone, we can't directly open it and do the servicing directly. We have to diagnose it and then we'll go for the troubleshooting. Then only we'll get the fine solution. So to do all these priorities, we have to give prior to this basic electronics. So basic electronics covers the study of components. So basic components you should study about. And along with that, you should know the value of AC and DC. What is AC? It's an alternating current. So alternating current is nothing but a current which flows alternatively. So this is one complete cycle. So this we call as one cycle. Right. And this is the peak voltage. This is the peak voltage, and in our country we'll have a grid range of 230 volts and 50 hertz. This 230 volts is approximately of 220 volt to 240 volt. So this is what our country's range in AC signal. So AC signal, wherever you see in a transformer or in any of the home appliances, will see a small symbol like this. The signal resembles the AC signal, which is danger. Why? Because its output is 230 volt. And what is this 50 hertz? This 50 hertz is nothing but this is one cycle, right? And similarly, like this, if this repeated 50 times per second, if this repeats 50 times per second, we calculate it as 50 hertz of frequency. So hertz is a unit of frequency, right? So why I am getting to this AC and DC means we are using AC signal in our daily life, and DC, wherever we store and restore it, will use the DC power supply, like your mobile phone, your inverters, your system UPS. So wherever, laptop battery, wherever will store the energy and reuse it, will call as DC source. This is about the AC signal. So AC is the alternating current. Why? Because this is the positive edge and this is negative edge. It's giving the alternating positive and negative cycles. This alternating positive and negative cycles name the alternating current. And this positive and negative, whatever the electronics or the home appliances, whatever the devices we are using, no device will use this negative voltages. Always we use the positive voltage of 230 volt. That positive voltage, how we can grab the positive voltage, where these negative voltages will go? It's for that we'll have this duty cycle of 50 times per second. So 50 hertz is for that purpose. So per second, if it cycles out 50 times, this negative part will be negligible and will make use of only the positive half cycles. So that gives the output of 230 volt in positive edges. and that is what the alternating current. And next we'll see the direct current, DC. So this direct current, wherever we store the energy, voltages in one particular location or in one particular device and retrieve it for any load, that source is called direct current, DC source. And the signal, this is the symbol for DC. So wherever you will see this kind of a symbol where it presents the DC voltages. So DC voltage is like your battery, your laptop battery, which is not that much harmful, but it's harmful for the devices which are used. The same thing, battery can be used in cars, bikes, and buses, household appliances, using those batteries. Why those are harmful and this mobile battery is not harmful for us? The thing is, limit, the range of current stored inside the battery shows the difference. So this mobile battery is having very low milliampere range. So it's the unit of this current is ampere. In terms of milliampere only will have the current. But in lorries, bikes and car will have the same battery of 12 volt. But the current stored in that battery, flow of current is very high. And that is equally dangerous and equally harmful for the human beings, right? And AC and DC signals are dangerous for human beings. So don't try any experiments with this DC source also. And even in industrial side, this DC will be used in double the range of AC signal. So both the positive and negative will be rectified and then it will be used. This is also harmful, and DC is the power stored and restored. Stored in one place, and whenever we require, we restore it and use. That is called the DC source. Then we'll see voltage and current. What is voltage and what is current? Voltage is nothing but can be measured in two different points. It can be measured between two different points. And the current is, we have to measure the flow. With the help of the meter, in series if you measure, will observe the value of the current. Right, so that is the difference. I'll give one small example. So this is a water tank which is full of water. Right. If there is no drain point in this, if you measure the quantity is called voltage. And if you puncture it and put a drain hole in this, the water will come out of this. Water flow will be there. And this flow of water with the force, with the pressure, it flows through the drain point, and if you measure the flow of water, and that is called current. In our daily life, we used to see all these. See, in our home, we will have a plug point and one switch like this. Right? If you have a meter to measure the voltage, you can connect the meter in these 2 points and switch on it. You can measure the voltage level, but not the current like this. If you connect the meter in this way and switch on the supply, will measure the voltage. Whatever the voltage level or the range will be there in the device will be measured with the help of meter. But the current flow, if you want to measure the current flow, if you switch on the device and connect any power point to a computer or any devices, if you measure the flow in the phase or in the line, we used to say it as a phase or the main line. So if you measure that value, the observed value shows the flow of current. So what is the range of current can be measured in the series. So here you have to connect the meter. So this is the difference. If a point consumes some energy source, that measures gives you the voltage, and if it has been connected with some load and take out from the point, that value will be measured as current. And this is the difference between voltage and current.
Thank you. Next, we'll see the electronics and its components.